Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Gray League, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out. We're going to be using the Shadow Dragonair paired with the Skarmory and the Shadow Feraligar. So here we got the Pelipper to deal with. It is going to be throwing a Weather Ball right here, so we're gonna tank this move. We know that we can tank the Weather Ball, and we're just going to throw this Body Slam on good timing here. This is not going to KO, but it's going to deal a significant amount of damage. So they do decide to shield right there, and we have a decision. Are we going to let this go or decide to shield here so that we can get this Pelipper low enough? We decide to shield it, and we're looking to get the farm down. We do grab the farm down, so that was worth the shield right there. Unfortunately, we could not get the Body Slam to go off somehow, and we missed out on all that energy. But luckily, we do have the Skarmory for the Meganium, and then they switch out into the Stumpus, and we have the Shadow Feraligar for it. So that was kind of just an alignment team, unfortunately for them. But the key was to win that lead right there. Luckily, we were able to farm down the Pelipper with our Dragonair. Here we go. We got the Shadow Dragonair versus this Greninja. We're doing a lot of fast move pressure right here. Already getting this Greninja into close to 50% health. We are going to be able to tank this Night Slash, and then we're going to throw this Body Slam here for either a shield or going to get the KO. Let's see what our opponent ends up doing. They do decide to shield, and we're just going to keep chunking away at this Greninja at this point. At this point, we are going to let this go and look for a farm down with something in the back. We think the farm down is more valuable. So we're going to go into our Feraligar here, getting 2 Shadow Claws, which is great, and resisting their moves. So we do see the Nidoqueen, Shadow Nidoqueen here has no chance against this Feraligar, considering we do have 2 shields still. We're going to fire up a Hydro Cannon, and then I'm going to switch out into the Skarmory. Skarmory does draw out the Typhlosion, but unfortunately we have shields, and we are going to be able to throw a Brave Bird on good timing here. This is going to KO the Typhlosion because there's no shield, and at this point, we have to try to get to another move versus this Nidoqueen. Unless they snipe our energy here, we do get to another Sky Attack right here. This is going to deal a good amount of neutral damage. Doesn't quite KO, so our opponent does decide to go for their move, looking to take out our Skarmory, and there it is. There's the Earth Power, and then we're going to be able to farm down with the Feraligar. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Skarmory, and basically Skarmory and the Dragonair dealing most of the damage. All right, here we go. Got the Dragonair and Skarmory core. Pretty good core right there. And then we have just the generalist from the Feraligar. Here we got the Lurantis. They switch out into the Dragalge. So Dragalge here is going to be able to throw potential Aqua Tails. There's Aqua Tail. Now, we can tank the move, and what's more important is we are resisting their Dragon Tails. Here we're going to go for our Sky Attack bait. We do deal a good amount of damage. Doesn't get a shield though. We are going to be able to tank this next move here and look for the farm down. We do get the farm down, so that's good. And then they bring back in their own Skarmory. So Skarmory on Skarmory action. We are going to throw this Sky Attack right here. The Sky Attack does grab a shield from our opponent. And now we're going to try to get to another move. Wow, we faint right before we get to the next Sky Attack. And so this Skarmory has a ton of energy. Can we overcome this Skarmory with a lot of energy? We're going to shield here. Ends up being a Brave Bird, so that was a great shield by us. They're staying in. We're doing a lot of damage here. And then they switch into their Lurantis. And now we have the Dragonair where we need it. This Dragonair here is applying a lot of fast move pressure, getting it into the yellow already. They do go for the superpower, so they debug themselves even further. We're going to throw this Hydro Cannon here. It is enough to take it out. And now it's just a race. Who's going to be able to get to double moves before the other player? So Sky Attack does get revealed, but we need to get to double moves. We're farming. We do get to 2 Hydro Cannons, and I think we should be good here because we win CAP, I believe. Let's see. Okay, they were still 1 away, so we are going to be able to get this Hydro Cannon here to take out their own Skarmory. So GG's to our opponent, using that Feraligar to perfection at the end right there. Stacking up 2 Hydro Cannons, but also just maintaining good alignment. All right, next game, we got the Dragonair versus what? We have the Swampert to deal with. Okay, Swampert here is going to be mainly throwing a lot of charge moves. We only really have to worry about our Earthquake or potential Sludge Wave. Let's see how much energy they build. But before they do that, we're going to fire off our own Body Slam here. It does grab a shield, and then we're going to try to catch a move. Did we try to catch an Earthquake here? No, ends up being the Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon is not going to be what we're trying to catch, but we are going to only be able to throw one move here, so we're going to go for the Brave Bird. This is going to get some huge damage or get this shield, so they're down 2 shields. We got 2 shields out of this situation. We have a decision to make. What do we think is in the back? At this point, we're going to go into the Dragonair. It has some residual energy. We are going to have to use shield here. Ends up being the Shadow Bone, so that's great shield usage right there. We are going to be able to reach this Aqua Tail before they get to the next Shadow Bone. This is going to KO because of the Shadow and there's no shield. And so we're in a decent spot here. Okay, ends up being the Skarmory in the back, and we should be good here because this Swampert doesn't want to see this Feraligar as well. We're going to allow this to go through because we're going to try to get a ton of energy with this Feraligar. We know that this is going to KO, and we're very close to another Hydro. We are actually at another Hydro, and we're going to use it right back at this Skarmory. I don't think it KOs. Nope. But maybe the ensuing Shadow Claws. Yes. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Shadow Feraligar. Just gaining a ton of energies and basically powering through that Skarmory. So that was nice. And let's see if we can get another win here. In general, the Feraligar with 2 shields is fairly strong. Obviously, against the Lanturns are kind of tough, but with some maybe energy advantage, it still should be okay. All right, we got the Dubwool versus this Shadow Dragonair. This is kind of an interesting matchup. They are pretty tanky. They are able to get to that Body Slam. And so at this point, we're going to try to throw in good timing here. This Body Slam will not KO, but maybe it gets low enough that they like to shield. So there's the shield, and we're gonna match the shield because we think we can get to another move and apply the pressure. We do get to another move here. This is gonna put the pressure on our opponent. Will they shield or let this go? They decided to let it go, so we do win the lead. Ends up being the Salazzle. Salazzle here is going to switch out after 2 Incinerates, and they go into their Tropius, and this has no chance to beat our Skarmory. Double resisted, and they're running the Razor Leaf, so not a lot of fast move pressure. The Aerial is not doing that much either, so this is a really good win for us. Just hard walling their backline. So GG's to our opponents, able to win that game. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.